So greetings everyone, this is the fourth lecture of chemical kinetics, and in this we will derive integrated rate equation for first order reaction. So first order reaction, for first order reaction we can write that rate of the reaction is equal to rate constant into concentration of reactant raised to power 1. Why raised to power 1? Because this is first order reaction and order should be equal to 1. So let us consider this equation, that in this equation our reactant A is converted to products. Also we can have this type of equation in which there are two reactants. Let us suppose two reactants are A and B and both are converted to products. So for this equation we can easily write the rate of reaction in this form, and in this case we will write that rate of reaction is either it is dependent upon concentration of A or it is dependent upon the concentration of B, so that the order of the reaction should be equal to 1 and it is first order reaction. So let us consider the first reaction, that is A is converted to products. Let us suppose the initial concentration of reactant A is A moles per liter, and when the reaction is not started, initially the concentration of product is 0 moles per liter. After some time, when the reaction is started and some of the reactant molecules have been converted to products, so let us suppose that X amount of concentration of reactant is decomposed. So number of moles of product which are formed is equal to number of moles of reactants which are decomposed. जितना reactant decompose होगा, product उतना ही बनेगा. So here we are supposing that our X mole of reactant is decomposed. So number of moles of product which is formed is equal to X. So at equilibrium, what is the concentration of reactant A? Initially we have taken A moles and out of which X mole has been decomposed. So concentration of reactant left is A minus X, and the concentration of product which is formed is equal to X moles per liter. So now we will write our rate reaction. We know that rate is equal to dx upon dt is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants. Here at equilibrium, concentration of reactant is A minus X. So dx upon dt is directly proportional to the concentration of reactants, and the value of concentration of reactants from the above equation we can see it is equal to A minus X. So dx upon dt, removing this proportionality sign, we will put this rate constant, and the equation we will get is dx upon dt is equal to k into A minus X. This is your equation number 1. So now take A minus X on this side and dt upon this side. So what we will get, dx upon A minus X is equal to k into dt. Now the next step is that you have to do the integration. So integrate both sides. When you will integrate both sides, you will put the sign of integration, dx upon dt, dx upon A minus X, integrate, and it is equal to k into dt, and you have to integrate this side also. So after integration, what you will get, minus ln, this is the natural log, minus ln of A minus X is equal to kt plus c. Here c is the integration constant. So as soon as the c is introduced, we have to find the value of c, and the same condition which we will apply, which we have already applied earlier, that is at time t is equal to 0, that is 0 time when the reaction is not started, X is the number of moles of reactant decomposed or number of moles of product which is formed. But when time was equal to 0 seconds, that is when the reaction is not started, so number of moles of reactant which is decomposed is 0 moles per liter, and number of moles of product which is formed is 0 moles per liter. So at time t is equal to 0, value of X will be equal to 0. So putting this value in the above equation, you will get minus ln of A minus X. X is 0, so this term will be reduced to minus ln of A is equal to, t is 0, so kt will be equal to 0 is equal to, and the equation will become minus ln A is equal to c. So here we have got the value of c is equal to minus ln of A. After getting the value of c, you have to put the value of c in the above equation, in the same equation where the c was introduced. So the equation you will get is minus ln of A minus X is equal to kt minus ln of A. So take kt on another side, ln of A on this side, you will get ln of A minus ln of A minus X is equal to KT. So we have the same base and the terms will get divided. Ln of A over A minus X is equal to KT. So value of K will be equal to K is equal to 1 upon T ln of A over A minus X. So introducing the natural log, what we will get, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. So this is the integrated rate equation for first order reactions. This is very, very important. K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. So now we will find units of K for first order. You know that integrated rate equation for first order is K is equal to 1 upon T ln of A over A minus X. Here A represents the initial concentration and A minus X represents the final concentration. Also we can write this equation as K is equal to 1 upon T ln of C naught upon Ct. C naught is the, C stands for concentration, naught means initial. C stands for concentration, T stands for at any instant of time. So this is the initial concentration and this is the concentration at any instant of time. Sorry, this is not the final concentration, this is the concentration at any instant of time. At any instant of time. Okay, so for finding the value of K, units of K, we will find the units of K from this equation. K is equal to 1 upon T ln of concentration upon concentration. So concentration के साथ concentration will get cancelled and what we will get, K is equal to 1 upon T. So units of T will be time inverse. If time is given in seconds, it will be second inverse. If it is given in minutes, it will be minute inverse. Okay, accordingly. So now you have to find the half-life period of first order reaction. So first write down the integrated rate equation for first order reactions, that is K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. So when time is equal to T half, so what is the value of X? X is the number of moles of reactant decomposed or number of moles of product which are formed. So X is equal to, let us suppose if initial concentration is A, at T half and time is equal to T half, the concentration at that time is reduced to half of the initial concentration. So what will be the value of X? X will be equal to half of initial concentration, that is A. So putting this value in above equation, we will get K is equal to 2.303 upon T half. Now we will not write T, we will write T half log A over A minus. Now put the value of X, A minus X. X की value is A upon 2. So what we will get, T half is equal to 2.303 upon K log of 2. Solving this, we will get the value of T half as T half is equal to 0.693 upon K. So from this equation you can see that T half is independent of the concentration of reactant. कहीं पे भी reactant की concentration in terms of A or in terms of A naught or in terms of X or in terms of A minus X has not appeared in this equation. So we can say that half-life for first order reaction is independent of the concentration of the reactants. So if we want to draw the graph of half-life, this is the T half for first order reactions. We have plotted the graph between T half for first order reaction and concentration of reactants, and we will get this type of graph. We will get this parallel line parallel to the concentration axis, that T half is independent of the concentration of reactants. Whether the reactant is increased or it is decreased, T half is unaffected by the change, that is increase or decrease in the concentration of the reactants. And same way, if we want to draw the graph of rate of reaction, this is the rate of reaction of first order reactions with the concentration of reactants. So in the first step we have written that rate of the first order reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactant raised to power 1. So if the concentration of reactant will increase, rate of reaction will increase. So we will get this type of graph. So this is the graph of rate of reaction for first order reaction with the concentration of reactants. So let us discuss one numerical so that the concept will be more clear. So our question is, the rate of decomposition of N2O5 was measured by noting down the concentration of N2O5 at different times, and the following result was obtained. What was the result? This is the data of time which is given, and this is the concentration of N2O5 at different instants of time which is given. So at 0 second, that is when the reaction was not started, initial concentration of N2O5 was 2.08 moles per liter. After 135 seconds, concentration of N2O5 left was 1.91. After 339 seconds, concentration was this much. After 683 seconds, concentration of N2O5 was this much, and after 1680 second, concentration of N2O5 was this much. So what we have to find out? Show that the reaction is of first order and calculate the rate constant and half-life period of the following reaction. And we are discussing which reaction? This is the decomposition of N2O5. So the answer is, now we want to prove that the reaction is of first order. So if we want to prove that the reaction is of first order, then the reaction must follow the first order kinetics, first order equation. And what is our first order equation? K is equal to 2.303 upon T log C naught upon Ct. C naught is the initial concentration, Ct is the concentration at any instant of time. We can also write down as A upon A minus X. So we will draw the this table. In the first row we have written time. In the second column we have written the concentration of N2O5, and in third column we have found the value of K at different instants of time and at different concentrations of N2O5. So this is our equation. K is equal to 2.303 upon T log C naught or Ct. At 135 seconds, concentration of N2O5 is 1.91. This is given in the numerical. So you have to find down the value of K. So value of K is 2.303 upon T. T ki value is 135 seconds. Log C naught is the initial concentration. Initial concentration is concentration at 0 time, that is 2.08. And concentration at any instant of time, here what is our instant of time? That is 135 seconds. So concentration at 135 seconds is 1.91. So at Ct we will write down 1.91. So value of K comes out to be 6.32 into 10 to power minus 4. Likewise at 339 seconds, concentration of N2O5 is 1.68. So we will find out the value of K. K is equal to 2.303 upon 339. 339 is the time. Log initial concentration will remain the same, 2.08 over 1.68. We can see the value of K comes out to be 6.30 into 10 to power minus 4. Likewise, we will find the value of K at 683 and 1680 seconds, which is given in the numerical. So you can see, you can observe that the value of K comes out to be constant. So value of K in all the cases comes out to be constant. So you will write down in the answer this line that we can see as the value of K comes out to be constant. So our equation follows first order equation. So our reaction follows first order equation and the reaction is of first order. So to find the value of K, you will take the average of all these values of K. चारों वैल्यूज का आप एवरेज लेके यू विल फाइंड डाउन द वैल्यू ऑफ के. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ के विल कम आउट टू बी 6.315 into 10 to power minus 4 minutes inverse. So you will write down that value. We can see that value of K comes out to be constant. So our reaction follows first order kinetics. Why it follows first order kinetics? Because the value of K is coming out to be constant at every instant of time. So to find the T half of this reaction, we know T half of first order equation is T half is equal to 0.693 divided by K. So T half is equal to 0.693. We will put the value of K, and T half we will get is 1.097 into 10 to power minus into 10 to power 3 minutes inverse. So this was the first example we have discussed about, first numerical we have discussed about N2O5. So this was the data which was given in the form of initial and final concentration. We will discuss one more example in which data may be given in the different form. So here is some of the examples of first order. First we have taken decomposition of N2O5. So this is our reaction written. N2O5 gives us 4NO2 plus half oxygen, and this reaction takes place in the following 2 steps. So there is another method to study this reaction. that progress of the reaction can be noted down from the volume of oxygen evolved at time t, that is at any instant of time, and at infinite times. Infinite times means that is when the reaction proceeds towards the completion. So we have written that progress of the reaction can be noted down from the volume of oxygen evolved at time t and at infinite times, that is at the completion of the reaction. So now we will apply this relation, that what is the volume of oxygen at time t. At a particular instant of time, if you want to find out what is the volume of oxygen, तो ऑक्सीजन कितना इवॉल्व होगा जितना रिएक्टेंट डिकम्पोज होगा. How much amount of oxygen will be formed? Oxygen is the product, so amount of product formed is equal to amount of reactant decomposed. So if we suppose that we have taken A moles of N2O5 initial concentration, and out of it X moles of N2O5 has been decomposed, so how much amount of product will be formed? X amount. So same we have written that volume of oxygen at time t, oxygen is the product की concentration at time t will be equal to amount of reactant decomposed. It is directly proportional to the X, that is amount of N2O5 decomposed in time t. And if you want to find out what is the volume of oxygen at infinite times means when the reaction is completed or it proceeds towards the completion. So volume of oxygen at infinite times when the reaction is completed and the complete reactant is converted to products. So how much amount of reactant we have taken? A amount. So how much amount of product will be formed? A amount, because the complete reactant has been converted to product at infinite times when the reaction is completed. So what is the volume of oxygen at infinite times? It will be directly proportional to the A, that is amount of N2O5 taken initially. So what our equation will be modified? K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A की value is equal to V infinity and A minus X is V infinity minus Vt. So sometimes the numerical may be given in the form of volume of oxygen also. Initially we have discussed in which value numerical was given having the concentration of N2O5, but sometimes the numerical may be given in the terms of concentration of volume of oxygen evolved. So our first order equation will be modified into this equation. So let us discuss this numerical. The following results were obtained for the decomposition of N2O5. So these are the results at time t is equal to 0. Volume of oxygen is equal to 0 moles per liter. At 5 seconds, volume of oxygen is 3.42. At 10 minutes, volume is this, and at infinite times, volume of oxygen is 34.75. Show that the reaction is of first order. So for the first order reaction, the equation must follow first order kinetics. First order kinetics is K is equal to 2.303 upon T log V infinity over V infinity minus Vt. So we will draw this table. First row we will put the time. उसके बाद we will write down the value of Vt, that is volume of oxygen at any instant of time, V infinity volume of oxygen at infinite times, and in last column we will calculate the value of K, that is K is equal to 2.303 upon T log V infinity over V infinity minus Vt. So let us start. Initially the time is 5 seconds. Volume of oxygen is, you can see from the table, it is given in the question, 3.42. V infinity is also given, that is 34.75. So value of K is equal to 2.303 upon T. T is 5 seconds log V infinity value is 34.75 over V infinity minus Vt, that is 34.75 minus 3.42. It comes out to be 0.02 minutes inverse. So likewise we will find the value of K at 10 seconds and at 15 seconds. Sorry, it's minutes. So you can see the value of K will come out to be 0.02 minute inverse 0.02. Value of K comes out to be constant. So you will write down that we can see that as the value of K comes out to be constant, so the reaction is of first order. This you have to write down. Okay, and to find the value of K, you will take the average of all these values and you will write down the average value of K. So let us discuss last example of first order reaction, that is decomposition of H2O2. So how this reaction proceeds? H2O2 gives us water plus half of oxygen. So how we can study this reaction? We can study this reaction by titrating the solution after different intervals of time. So let us suppose that V0 is we can titrate this solution of H2O2 with KMnO4 solution at different intervals of time. So let us suppose V0 is the volume of KMnO4 before the reaction starts. V0 जब रिएक्शन स्टार्ट नहीं हुई थी तो हमें कितना KMnO4 लेना था? जितना H2O2 लिया है. अब H2O2 का solution is made by us, so we know the concentration of H2O2, so we will know the concentration of KMnO4 also. So V0 is equal to volume of KMnO4 before the decomposition starts, and Vt is the volume of KMnO4 at any instant of time. So let us suppose that initial concentration of H2O2 is A and X moles of H2O2 is decomposed, so concentration left will be A minus X. This is the concentration of H2O2. So what will be the value of V0? V0 is the volume of KMnO4 before the decomposition starts. तो वॉल्यूम ऑफ KMnO4 कितना लोगे? जितना H2O2 है. H2 कितना लिया है? A मोल्स पर लीटर. तो वॉल्यूम V0 किसके प्रोपोर्शनल होगा? V0 will be directly proportional to A. So what is Vt? Vt is the volume of KMnO4 at any instant of time. तो अब मान लो आपने 50 सेकेंड्स के बाद देखना है कि कितना KMnO4 यूज़ करना है. तो कितना KMnO4 यूज़ करोगे? जितना H2O2 होगा. H2O2 कितना लेफ्ट है? A minus X. So Vt will be directly proportional to A minus X. So K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. A की value will be equal to V0. A minus X की value will be equal to Vt. So let us discuss this numerical. That rate of decomposition of H2O2 was noted by titrating the solution with KMnO4. So following data was obtained. This column gives the value of time and this column gives the value of KMnO4. At time 0 minutes, volume of KMnO4 is 12.9. At 20 minutes it's 10.7. At 30 minutes it's 9.7, and at 40 minutes it's 8.8. Show that the reaction is of first order. So for first order kinetics, our reaction should follow the first order kinetics, that is K is equal to 2.303 upon T log V0 over Vt. So in the same way you will make this table. In the first column we have written time, then value of V0, value of Vt accordingly, and in the last column we will calculate the value of K. So at time 20 seconds, V0 is 12.9, Vt is 10.7. So value of K will come out to be 0.0093 minutes inverse. So likewise, at different intervals of time, you will calculate the value of K. And you will see the value of K comes out to be almost same. So you will take the average of these three values and you will write the value of K is equal to 0.0093 minutes inverse. And then what you will write? That as we can see, the value of K comes out to be constant. So our reaction, that is decomposition of H2O2, follows first order kinetics. So these are some of the examples which we have discussed about first order, that is decomposition of N2O5 and decomposition of H2O2. Thank you so much.